currently in the American car market, the two cars that garner all the attention from enthusiasts are the Nissan GTR, which is the only Japanese car I respect, and the Jeep SRT. Most of the other SRT vehicles get a lot of respect and a lot of love online. In fact, my videos involving the Jeeps actually do very well. But ultimately, the Jeep is slightly more higher regard because of its higher price and also because it offers all-wheel drive. And all-wheel drive allows twin turbos or a supercharger to make this car, or I should say this Jeep, faster than just about everything else on the road. Okay, pretty much all the Jeeps come with an auxiliary port, and a USB port, and a SD card slot, which allows the computer to access digital media directly. The best thing about using my iPhone to plug it directly into USB is that I can listen to Sirius radio without the signal going bad when I pass under bridges like typical satellite radios do. All Jeeps come with a CD player built into the armrest. It can play MP3s, but I don't use CDs anymore. It's so much easier to use my phone. Okay, so I'm going to do just a little rundown of the technology in my Jeep 2014. Okay, so first you got to step on the pedal, then you got to push start. Okay, system is online and kick it. SRT apps, let's see, all apps, SRT performance. The menu navigation is a little bit worse than it is in the 300. I like it better in the 300. It's a little bit better in the 300, and it takes longer to load. That's my problem. Okay, always drive with both hands, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. You're going to sell me a Jeep with twice as much power that I possibly need, and then tell me to drive safely? Unlikely. Gauges. Okay, engine gauge is number 2. And then I always love this engine one, but the one in the 300 looks better. The one in the 300 looks way better than this. Now it tells you exactly what gear you're in. Like if you use the shift paddles, it tells you exactly what gear you're in. When you rev it, it shows you exactly how much power the engine's created at any given point. But what I notice is it's slower. The system seems to be slower than it is in the 300. Like if I rev it, you know, the system responds a little bit slower. The 300 looks a little bit more fluid. Now I know somebody's gonna give me some angry fucking feedback, but that's what I'd like to back up the claim that I have about the system in my 300 working better. I'm coming out to the car and I'm getting in my 300, and I want you to see the difference in how fast this system responds. I went to Chrysler and they said there was nothing wrong with it, but I was really surprised that the software works that slow. So watch this. It booted right up. Watch how quickly this happens. Go to more, SRT, it's automatic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see how quickly that happens? I don't understand why my Jeep doesn't react as fast as this car. Now look at the engine computer. Look how quickly and crisply this responds. Look at this. Watch me rev the engine. Watch this. See that? Instantaneous. And it looks better too. I don't understand. I don't know if there's a software patch or what, but I don't know. I got to talk to Chrysler about that. There should be a software patch or something, because I don't understand why, you know, the 300's computer and the Charger's computer responds so crisply, but the Jeep's doesn't. So that's my one complaint. And I also notice the 300's actually looks better. Why does the 300's look so much better than the Jeeps? Huh? Why do the gauges on here look better? I thought it was like the same system. Isn't this the same firmware? The system responds much faster. See? So that's my only main complaint. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to complain about the technology. Auto speed transmission. One of the things I never liked about these transmissions is if you're not careful, it's easy to pop this right off. Like for instance, if I'm going to turn it off so this way I don't make any mistake. If you put too much force makes it easy. Pop this son of a bitch right off. I learned that when I was in an Audi A8, and unfortunately they never really fixed it. Okay, it's back on. I snapped it right back on. But it's,
I've said this before and I'll say it again. I've used just about every single new computer system I could possibly get my hands on in a car. And as far as I'm concerned, Uconnect Touch is probably the top of the heap. Ford's Sync had so many problems that it cost them a lot of points in consumer reviews. Audi's MMI system, in my opinion, is horrible, especially with that finger writing gesture bullshit. I tried it. The problem is the German cars refuse to give you a touch screen. Even with the new S550, they give you a wide screen that's probably bigger than anything in the industry. In fact, it's two wide screens basically sewn together. But they still don't give you a touch screen, and you have to use the knob for everything. The knob was really cool for the iDrive and the S-Class back in 2005, 2006, 2007, but now everything is about touchscreen. I love the fact that Uconnect allows you to easily integrate your phone. I love the ability to actually listen to my Sirius radio from my phone, because if you get Sirius radio with the car, when you go under bridges and you go under certain obstacles, what will end up happening is you lose signal. But the cell phone has the cellular connection, and therefore it's a lot stronger. The SRT apps are still very good, despite my disappointment with the Jeep's computer slightly being slower. But other than that, it's a fantastic looking truck, and everybody loves it, and everybody gives me compliments. So I'm very happy with it. If you're planning to buy a Jeep, you should also know that Chrysler started offering a $2,000 sepia, or they call it Laguna leather package, which basically makes the inside of your Jeep look like this. It's kind of peanut butterish in texture, and it really looks good, especially if you have a dark silver, dark gray, or dark black Jeep. The only thing about it is black on black actually works a lot better when you get ready to resell it for something else later on down the line.